When that familiar tightness creeps into your chest, your shoulders stiffen under the weight of unspoken dreams, and a quiet tension builds in your head from holding back what's ready to bloom, yet fear keeps you rooted in the same small space, that inner bind won't soften until you give yourself the grace to expand. Hey, beautiful, I'm so glad you're here. If you've been tending to your growth with care, pouring into your spirit, your glow, your vision, yet there's this subtle feeling of being gently confined, like your wings are ready but the space hasn't caught up, today's message is the soft permission you've been waiting for. In our previous video, we talked about the 5 subtle habits holding us back, and we explored the second one deeply. Today, we're looking at habit number 3. You've outgrown your flower pot. Sometimes you're not stuck because you're lazy or lacking. You're stuck because your surroundings can no longer support your growth. You can water a plant every single day, but if it's in the wrong sized pot, it won't thrive. The most powerful move a woman can make is quietly walking away from spaces, circles, or roles she's outgrown so the right rooms can open up for her. Come settle in with me, girlie. Pour something lovely, maybe a peppermint tea or rose-infused water, and let's explore this with tenderness and grace so you can recognize when it's time to repot yourself into the abundant life waiting. First, let's bring some real-life examples into the light, moments so many of us feel in our bones. Imagine you've cultivated a beautiful morning routine, quiet devotion, journaling, gentle movement, and you're glowing from the inside. But the moment you step into your cluttered closet or overflowing home office, the peace fades. You've outgrown the physical space that once felt cozy, now it quietly drains your energy instead of elevating it. Or picture curating a feed and a circle filled with inspiration years ago when you were just beginning your soft life journey. Back then, those accounts and group chats felt supportive, but now your vision has expanded to quiet luxury, deeper faith, intentional abundance, and their energy feels small, dramatic, or stagnant. You scroll and feel a subtle heaviness instead of uplift. Maybe you've committed to certain obligations, weekly meetups, volunteer roles, or even subscription boxes that served you in a past season. They once added joy, but now they crowd your calendar and budget, leaving little room for the travels, courses, or creative pursuits calling your name. You feel the squeeze, yet stay rooted out of loyalty or fear of change. Or think of your wardrobe. Pieces you loved at one stage now feel misaligned with the elegant, radiant woman you're becoming. They take up precious space, yet you hold on, and every morning the choice feels heavier instead of effortless. These are the tender ways modern women outgrow their pots. Spaces, habits, environments, commitments that once nurtured us, but now gently restrict the next level of bloom. How does it feel when you've outgrown your flower pot? It's a quiet restlessness, a soft boredom with things that used to excite you. You might feel inexplicably irritable in spaces that were once comforting, or notice your energy dip after certain interactions. Progress feels slower, like you're maintaining instead of expanding. Girlie, if you catch yourself daydreaming about someday freedom while staying exactly where you are, that's the sign. It feels like wearing a silk dress one size too small, still beautiful, but not allowing your full breath. The effects in the short term, staying small keeps the peace on the surface. No big changes, no uncomfortable goodbyes, but quietly dims your sparkle. Creativity stalls, motivation softens, and small frustrations build. Long-term beautiful, it postpones your flourishing. Seasons pass without the new experiences, the deeper peace, the elevated glow you're ready for. Your roots become bound, growth stunts, and the abundant life you sense in your spirit stays just out of reach because the container can't hold it. The secret ways we delay our purpose by staying stuck small are so gentle we almost miss them. We call it loyalty when it's fear of hurting feelings. We say I'm just being patient when it's avoidance of change. We fill the discomfort with more shopping, more treats, more scrolling, anything to numb the nudge to expand. Or we convince ourselves it's not that bad, minimizing the restlessness instead of honoring it as divine guidance. But when you finally recognize it and step forward, oh, girly, your life opens like sunlight after rain. Space appears for new routines, new beauty, new abundance. Energy flows freely. Mornings feel lighter. Creativity surges. Opportunities arrive as if they were waiting for room. Your glow deepens because you're finally rooted in soil that nourishes your full potential. Days feel curated, expansive, softly luxurious, filled with the travels, the learning, the peace you've been craving. Everything breathes, and you bloom in ways you didn't even know were possible. So, how do we overcome this with grace and courage? Let's move from soft reflection to elevated, actionable steps. Begin with gentle acknowledgement. Sit in your favorite quiet spot and ask yourself softly, what spaces, commitments, or environments feel tight around my growth right now? Write them down without judgment. Think, I honor my expansion. I deserve room to thrive. Then, do this tender audit. In your prettiest journal, list 3 categories: physical space, digital social space, calendar commitments. Under each, note what still nourishes you and what feels restrictive. Circle one thing in each category you feel ready to gently release or that you'd like to begin releasing. Affirm daily while tending your beauty routine. I am safe to outgrow what no longer fits. My next season is already prepared for me. Practice graceful release. Start small. Unfollow one account that dims your energy. Donate one bag of clothes that no longer reflect your elegance. Decline one recurring obligation with warmth. Thank you. That was beautiful in its season, but I'm making space for new growth right now. For deeper self-work, create a gentle repotting practice. Choose one area to expand into first, perhaps clearing a corner for a meditation nook, signing up for the course you've been eyeing, or booking that solo weekend away. Take one aligned action this week. Track softly in your journal. How did space feel on the other side? How did your energy shift? You'll know it's truly time to step forward when the restlessness becomes louder than the fear. The vision of your next season excites you more than the comfort of the current one. You feel a gentle, persistent pull toward more peace, more beauty, more alignment. And staying small starts to feel heavier than change. Today we unpacked a lot, didn't we? But I hope you feel lighter, seen, and quietly excited for the space you're about to claim. If this touched your heart, like, subscribe, and share with a girly ready to bloom bigger. Comment below. What's one thing you're gently releasing this week? Let's encourage each other. Next time, we'll explore habit number 4, so stay close. Until then, honor your growth, trust your roots, and give yourself the room to rise beautifully. You've got this, beautiful.